It's not what you did, son. It's who you did it to.
Who? Nobody?
That nobody is John Wick.
John Wick.
John Wick.
John Wick?
I'm back!
Just remember, no matter how bad you think your weekend is going, it couldn't be as bad as this, guys. Check it out. Say you're Shazam, you're chilling, you're hanging out. Maybe you're going to your local box office thinking, hey, I'm going to rule the thing again for another weekend. $1 billion, no problem. But then this asshole, John Wick, shows up being all like, yep, guess what? I'm back to revenge my dog again, and all of a sudden all hell's breaking loose. But I digress. Welcome back to Winter Wolves then. Guys, Winter Wolf here. The box office looking good for John Wick, and who could have foreseen it? Literally except everybody. John Wick 4 dominating the box office here with a nearly $30 million tally for Friday alone, expecting to hit upwards of $70 million for the weekend. And like I just said, who didn't see this coming except for literally everybody? And this is going to be a quick one because I just want to take a little victory lap on behalf of John Wick and other movies like it. We've been saying this, screaming this, pleading this for years now. Just give us fun movies. John Wick 4 dominating the box office as expected because it's giving us a straightforward movie about a guy on a revenge mission. Yes, the lore has been expanded. It borders on the ridiculous in places, but by all accounts, especially as listed in the Deadline article here, this one is absolutely blowing people away. It seems like it's a return to form to the original John Wick. I'm guessing that means maybe the mythology is not quite as bloated as it got, especially in episode 3. But people are liking what they're seeing almost across the board in all groups. They're seeing, demographic diversity across all colors, creeds, genders, digging this movie. Of course, it leans heavier to guys. Action movies typically do, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with making a product out there for a market that's almost guaranteed, and it's dudes between 18 and 50 that just want action flicks to shut off their brains and enjoy for a little bit. It's wish fulfillment. There's there's hero worship built into it. These are the things people want. When we get these things, we respond positively by, showing up to the box office. And you needn't look any further than 2 recent collapses in what used to be perennial giant favorites at the box office. Is there any doubt remaining at this point that Marvel and DC no longer have any sort of clue whatsoever how to get butts in seats? We're looking at major flops from each of these companies over the last couple of weekends with each of their previous big releases, and it doesn't look good for either of them going forward. But that's neither here nor there. I'm here just to talk about John Wick. Now, I haven't got out to see part 4 yet, but I will have my ass in that seat as quickly as I can, once, if not at least twice, at the box office, as I want to reward people listening to the kind of products demands that we as consumers have been begging with them to please put out there in theaters, guys. This is the kind of stuff we want. It's deep enough on an emotional level where, that the hero inside us all can we vibe with, wanting to get revenge for the death of a loved one, death of a pet, whatever it might have been. We get that's core to our nature as men and women too. Don't get me wrong, but it's a guy thing, and it's okay to have guy things. It's okay to have girl things, woman things, man things, grandma things. It's fine. There's nobody out there marketing special knitting needle, equipment for, special forces warriors in their 30s. You know why? Because that's not a major niche within that community. Action movies have a demographic to it. They look like us, and it's okay for that to be a thing. So guys, for a fair warning before you go out to get with John Wick, it is almost 3 hours long. So bear that in mind before you head in there. But then again, Top Gun Maverick was also kind of long, and that didn't bother anybody either. So I recommend getting out to check it out. The word of mouth is looking really strong. It's actually rating higher in some places than John Wick Parabellum, that was part 3. So it's looking good across that front, and it's only going to continue to trend upwards. So I'm hoping this is the first in a string of, late spring, early summer movies that kind of veer away from, the pandering and the lecturing, some of the identity politics nonsense. Hopefully Super Mario Brothers, when that comes out in a couple of weeks, kind of picks up the torch and runs with it. And we can get off to maybe a summer season that doesn't have big superhero releases for the first time in forever, but does have other interesting and established IPs putting stuff on the screens that people want to see. If the next Fast and the Furious, what are they on, like 17? Like if Fast and Furious 17 comes out this year, hopefully that's another step in that direction. Yes, it's a mindless action movie, but it has themes built into it that people do enjoy and that they resonate with. So I'm hoping to see more of that this year. I'm looking forward to seeing John Wick. I love seeing Keanu Reeves do his thing. I love watching his behind the scenes practice sessions at the range. The guy is a monster when he's handling a firearm. There's no doubt about that at all. But I think that this is just what we need. We need to get back to this level of kind of just, you know, light, not that the subject matter is lighthearted, but it's John Wick. It's not a documentary. It's not trying to lecture you. It's just a movie for the sake of being a movie. You go, you pop your $20 down. If you're getting a ticket for $20, God bless you. You're spending $30 on your popcorn, God bless you, because popcorn's like $80, whatever. That's not really $80, I'm just messing with you. But you pay your money, you go in, you watch a flick, you shout rah when the good guys do their thing, and then you go home happy and you get about your miserable 9 to 5. You get the rest of your Al Bundy experience. But for 3 little hours, at least you enjoyed yourself, and that's really what I'm looking to get more of. And I hope this movie goes on to do gangbusters through weekend 2, through weekend 3, because it'll send yet another message when you listen to fans and deliver on the kind of movies we want. When you don't make us feel like assholes for having woken up the way that we were born, you know, with the immutable characteristics that we have, we will pay to see your movie. We absolutely will. There can be no doubt at this point any longer that any kind of concerns about, you know, the pandemic putting people off of going to the movie theater, stop. You've had billion-dollar movies since COVID ended, right? We've had Spider-Man with the No Way Home. We've had Maverick. We've had Avatar as recently as a few months ago. And these all preempted Shazam! Fury of the Gods and Ant-Man Quantumania. John Wick may or may not hit that same ultra-level billion-dollar mark. It has a smaller, you know, built-in demographic and market for this kind of flick, but there's no way this doesn't turn a massive profit for the studio and be really successful down the stretch, especially as it approaches, you know, streaming or you know, video on demand, where they can hit up a secondary market of people wanting to check this out. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Just a quick one today. I just wanted to, you know, salute John Wick. Do good work. Welcome back, Jadani. Dude, welcome back, Baba Yaga. We needed you. We definitely needed you, and I'm glad to see you're back and doing your thing. I'll catch you guys in the next one.